Yo, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the potential 25-26 Manchester City lineup. Now this season we have been absolute crap, but I've been down for so long that I wanted some hope, some taste of the future, some positive thing to look forward to. Because I'm not going to lie, these past games that we've faced against Feyenoord, Manchester United, Liverpool, I'm just saying, we've gone through some tough moments this season. And hopefully next season, we are able to turn it around. Now, I'm backing the manager. I don't know about a few people that are just, saying, pep out, get this man out of the club. Listen, I think he's allowed to have one bad season out of everything he's done for us. So I would say I'm not pep out for now. I'll only judge him if he has those players that he wants next season and he does a whole rebuild. And if he doesn't win after that, I'm going to be a bit critical. I'm not going to sit here and pretend Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan are all responsible for this. I think look at the way they have performed. I think everyone just forgets the players and how they performed through the season. They look at this season and their legacy has been tainted. But I'm going to stop yapping. Let's get straight into the lineup. So I'm going to put it there so you can actually see them. And I'm going to move a bit to the side so you can actually see the lineup. So the first lineup we have over there, we've got Chevalier, Huijsen, Ruben Diaz and Husanov, Guardiola, Camavinga, Rodri, Oscar Bob, Marmoush, Wirtz and Haaland. You know what? I actually like the look of this lineup, We've got Chevalier in goal, Huijsen, Ruben Diaz, Husanov and Guardiola as our back four, Camavinga, Wirtz, Rodri as our kind of midfield three, Marmoush, Bob and Haaland. I actually like the look of this because there's a lot of variations to this sort of side, because you can have Bob and Guardiola pushing forward where you have Wirtz, Marmoush and Haaland. You can have this ultra attack focused mode where you have all these players pushing forward like we used to do in the past few seasons. You also have the double pivot of Rodri and Camavinga. Now, the midfield this season, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna talk about that. You guys already know. The midfield this season is bad. Let's just say it's bad. It's pretty bad. It's actually, you know what? Let's just leave the midfield for now. I'm not gonna cook these guys even more. They're already getting cooked on the pitch. So you've got Huijsen, Ruben Diaz and Husanov. Now we need to bear in mind we have 4 potential signings over here. We've got Chevalier, Huijsen, Camavinga, and we have Florian Wirtz. Now if we land those 4 guys, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to jinx anything, but listen, next season we're gonna be actually cooking on the pitch. We can have the variation. We can have a back 4 as well. So what we tend to do is when we don't have the ball, we try to play a 4-4-2. So we can have Marmoush and Haaland up top. We've got Guardiola, Huijsen, Ruben Diaz and Husanov as a back 4. And the midfield 4 could be Wirtz, Camavinga, Rodri and Oscar Bob. Another thing which I really like about this lineup is the midfield. The midfield there is actually, I would like to watch that midfield. It's Camavinga, Rodri and Wirtz. We have 2 midfielders that can push forward or defend if we need them to. And we have Wirtz, who is kind of like the De Bruyne replacement, so he can pass the ball in different directions. And we have that sort of a De Bruyne replacement, or the closest we have got to a De Bruyne replacement. Because I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's going to be the next De Bruyne. Because De Bruyne was a special player. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, Wirtz, he's the next De Bruyne. I'm just saying he's got the potential to be similar to De Bruyne. And you know what? The defense as well. We've got Huijsen, Chevalier as the new guys, Guardiola, who's been exceptional, Ruben Diaz and Husanov. Now listen, that defense is actually looking nice, but I doubt we're gonna get Huijsen. But anyone else in that defense, I would say is pretty solid. Chevalier, I like Chevalier. So at the end, I'm gonna give this lineup an 8 out of 10. Now on to the second lineup. We have Ederson in goal, Guardiola, Diaz, Akanji, Guimaraes, Rodri, Doku, Wirtz, Foden, Savinho and Haaland up top. Now first off, I'm going to say something negative about this lineup. or not negative, I'm just saying something which might be true. Ederson may not be there because we might be signing a new goalkeeper, because I don't want to see Ortega starting. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ortega, I've been saying it since he started playing for the club. I've seen the performances he's putting in like the cup games last season and stuff, but he's not the type of guy that I want to be the first goalkeeper of the club. I want someone that's even better and even more dedicated to the club rather than Ortega. I'm not shitting on him. Of course, he won us that league when he saved that shot from Son. So I'm not gonna be saying I'm not gonna be disrespecting him. I'm just saying he's not that good enough to be our number one goalkeeper. The defense, listen, the defense. I'm not feeling that defense. You know, Guardiola, Diaz, and Akanji. We signed Akanji as a backup option. So I'd rather have Husanov there. I know he's young, but we can obviously rotate these players. No, they're not going to start every single game. But the defense, this feels like it's an attacking game, because there's Guimaraes and Rodri as our pivots, and we've got Savinho, Doku, Wirtz, Foden. Now, obviously, Foden plays better in that sort of inverted position. So I'd like to see that, you know, that triangle of that you see right there of Haaland, Wirtz and Foden. I like the look of that, to be honest. Obviously, when we look at the wingers and the situation we have right now, obviously I'm recording this video in the past. So if you're looking at this video, we're already in the 25-26 season. You might be seeing Savinho and Doku actually cooking. But through what I see right now, Savinho and Doku, they're not really those clinical type of finishers that you need. You've seen Son, you've seen Sterling. I still can't shut up about them because how good they were. But Savinho and Doku, I think there's a room to grow for them. For now, the way I see them, they're not really good finishers at all. They can improve over that. I'm not saying, oh, they're bad. They can improve. But what I see now, I'm just judging of what I've seen of them. They're not like a good finishers, you know, so they're not good finishers. So we might need like a competent scoring winger. And I've seen some links to Rodrigo. And if we get Rodrigo with Wirtz as well, yo, listen, that would be like a dream come true. I would like Rodrigo to be at the club, but we all have to see for the transfer windows and what happens through there. And obviously Guimaraes, if we land him, then yeah, it's a good signing. I'm not really like that interested in Guimaraes. I know how he plays and I like the way he plays, but I don't think he will move. But if he does, it'll be good. But overall, I like the lineup, but it's just I'm not feeling it, you know. I'm not feeling the vibe of this lineup. So I'm just gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Now let's move on to the third and final lineup we're gonna see today. So this one, we've got Costa in goal, Guardiola, Husanov, Diaz, and Frimpong at right back, Nico, Rodri and Wirtz in midfield, Foden, Marmoush and Haaland up top. So listen, this lineup, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, this lineup I actually like. And with Frimpong who he can bomb up and down the pitch. He's obviously been playing an advanced role for Leverkusen where he's mostly attacking. So I have not seen him defend too much. But looking at this lineup, I like this lineup when we're playing teams that we need like goals and stuff. This lineup to me looks like an ultra sort of like attacking lineup, because what you can do from this lineup is Guardiola can go up forward, Frimpong can go up forward, Marmoush and Foden can play as inside forwards, and you have that sort of a 5-man partnership with Guardiola on one wing, Frimpong on the other wing, Foden and Marmoush both inverting together, and Haaland up top as a target man. I like that lineup, but my concern is when it comes to that midfield and that defense, when those players are pushing forward, we've seen what happened this season. When there's a counter attack on us, we crumble. So if we are pushing the pitch with these players, and there's teams like Real Madrid or PSG, someone that likes to counter, if they play the ball over and you see someone like Mbappe, you see someone like Kvaratskhelia, it's done for us, because I like the look at that defense. It's just Diogo Costa that I'm looking at, because what I've seen of him, I've not really been impressed. He seems like a goalkeeper that would be sold for like loads of money. but he wouldn't perform to that level. Kind of similar to Kepa. I'm not gonna say he's bad, but it's just what I see of him. I don't like the look of Diogo Costa, and I would rather prefer Chevalier, to be honest, when compared to Diogo Costa. But another thing I'm excited about this lineup is we have Nico and Rodri as our double pivots. Now, obviously, I'm recording this in March. I have not seen them play together because obviously Rodri's been injured, and Nico, he's been picking up the place. You know, he's arrived in January, and you ask him to be the man in the midfield because we have no Rodri. So if you get both of them on that pitch, I'm excited to see that combination. So I'm gonna give this lineup a 7 out of 10. And if there was no 7, I would probably give it a 6, if I'm being honest, because I don't like that defense. I think we're a bit exposed in that defensive area. But with Guardiola and Frimpong up the pitch, and Marmoush and Foden, with Foden, who he actually drifts from the right to the middle, I like that as well. And Marmoush, who plays as a striker, or behind a striker basically, so I like that too. However, I just don't like the defense, you know. That's my only concern, because if you get a counter attack, we might be done. So if I wasn't gonna give it a 7, I'd give it a 6. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and let me know in the comments who you think we're gonna sign in the summer.